Hiya guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Friday evening. The time is 4:05 and I've just parked up, just finished work not long ago, and tonight's the night where we're going to be having our staff Christmas party. Unfortunately I can't video at the party as it's not allowed, but I'm parked up in a nice urban area. It's Seaburn Beach, guys, like I promised. I'm on my own, Sandra's at home, we have the grandchildren this weekend. So, as I say, I'm parked up tonight. And in the morning, we'll be doing a bit of a walk around Seaburn and Roker. So, stay tuned, guys. Good morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. Well, it's Saturday morning, and yesterday I was at the staff party in Sunderland, as I said last week. So today guys, my plan was, or still is, to do a vlog on some of the landmarks in Sunderland. I'm currently in Seaburn and it's absolutely oiling it down with rain. I don't know if you can see over the distance, you can see the rain. In the far corner you can see the famous Sunderland Pier. So my plan was to do a bit of a walk around Seaburn this morning, but obviously the weather's a little bit windy and damp, and I'm quite concerned you'll not be able to hear me. So what we're going to do guys, I'm just warming my feet up. I've been asleep in the van all night, just cleaned all the windows, and what we're going to be doing very shortly is, at the minute I'm just finishing off my breakfast and my cup of coffee, and we're going to be going around doing some well-known landmarks in Sunderland. So stay tuned and watch your space guys. Let's see if we can guess, or if you viewers can guess, what my first landmark's going to be. It's very close from here, it's not too far away, so stay tuned and let the adventures begin. See you in a bit. Hi guys, well our first stop is in Hendon in Sunderland. Hendon is a rural area from the original Old Town Sunderland, and it's famous for the port, where back in the day a lot of ships used to come through, and we still have the fish quay here. I think on a Tuesday and Friday the boats still turn up, where you can get fresh fish and crabs and everything like that. So where I've stopped this morning is right bang centre in the middle of Hendon, right near the port, to a gorgeous church. It's not a church anymore. It's an absolutely fantastic building, and it goes back, I think, from the 1800s if I remember. So let's go and have a look guys and see what you think. So this is Holy Trinity Church guys, in the centre of Hendon at Old Sunderland, and Holy Trinity Church has stood on this spot at the heart of Old Sunderland for more than 300 years guys. As the fortunes of the city have risen and fallen like the tides, the building has stood steadfast, serving the community that surrounds it. Now it's a celebration of the past, a hub of the present, and the foundations of the future, saved for the community by the church's Conservations Trust, with generous support from local regions, national individuals, sponsors and funders. And I'm reading from this post guys, this church goes back from the 17th century here in Old Sunderland. in Hendon, and I'm right near the port, guys. So it's the first time I've been out the van, and this is my first vlog outside the van. But I want you to see this, guys. I'm originally from Sunderland, born and bred, and a lot of people forget the thriving town Sunderland used to be. And just look at the clock. There's a clock on all 4 pillars, which you can see around the corner. It's an absolutely gorgeous building. Quite a lot of acres surrounding the church. And we have some more information here. So let's have a look, guys. Built between the 1718 and 1719, the Church of Holy Trinity was once the heart of a busy port that served the mercantile classics. It's one of only 2 great early Georgian churches in northeast England. It housed the first public library of Sunderland, first civic rooms, and at one point even the fire engine. However, by the mid-19th century, the focus of civic activity had moved west, and by the 20th century, town planning had effectively cut Holy Trinity off from the civic centre. It's quite sad, that, guys, but 1712, the Act of Parliament that gave permission to build the church stated that the gentlemen of the vestry were in charge of the new parish. These, I haven't got my glasses on here, let me have a look here. Guys, there's a lot of information on here. As you can see, that's what the church looked like back in the day. You can see people having meetings and everything. And the old Heritage Hall, obviously that's inside the building itself. I'm not going to film in there because it's not allowed. But this is Holy Trinity Church in Sunderland, and look at the land, guys. Absolutely beautiful. So what we're going to do, we're going to head off and see if we can go down to the port and have a look. And here we are at the port of Sunderland. You know, it's very sad. It's not sad, but from 1346 boats were built on the River Wear, and just along there to your left, guys, you can see Sunderland Fish Quay. Hundreds of boats would come along here, right along the River Wear, come through the port, and they would dock at the Fish Quay, where people would line up. Still today they do that. Not as much as they did back in the 70s and 80s, guys, but a thriving place. We're well known here for coal, so hundreds of boats, as I said, from 1346 will come along here, and they would collect the coal and distribute to other countries and other places around the world. There's none of that here now, thanks to Margaret Thatcher and her local government. All we can see now is St. Peter's Wharf in the far corner there. If you can see the temple, sorry, not the spire right in the far corner, that's St. Peter's Wharf. What was one of the original, if not the original church built here in the north side of Sunderland. And it's a thriving business place now. We have the Glass Centre over in the far corner. you can actually stand on the roof there. It's out of bounds at the moment because there's an issue. They're doing some works on there. But we have in the distance Weymouth Bridge and the I don't know if I can focus in there well, guys. The arched bridge on the other side. That's the local train line what goes from the city centre north and southbound into Newcastle, and as far down as Middlesbrough, as far as I'm aware. But we'll have a little walk along, and I'll show you the fish quay. I don't know if it's open today, if we're able to get any fish. Not that Sandra likes fish. She'll probably go mad if I take fish home. But as I say, guys, we're gonna have a look at the fish quay and see if it's open today. Many workmen working on the fish quays build these crab nets by hand, and it's a skill in itself. As I say, none of these buildings, these flats, I think these built in the early I think it was 2015 or 2012? I could be wrong. But the famous fish quay is not far away, guys. We're just walking past some vehicles at the minute and heading up towards the fish quay. I love Sunderland, absolutely love Sunderland. Fortunately, I don't live here anymore now, but I work here. I'm here 5 days out of 7, and I just love what Sunderland City Council have done over the last 20-30 years. Yeah, guys, Sunderland Fish Quay. Let's have a walk along. No, it doesn't look as if it's open for business today. The gates are open, but it'll probably be just staff working. I haven't seen many boats docked with fish this morning. Saying that it's still early. It's 25 to 11. So this afternoon we might be able to have some fish, but the building's quite long. It goes all the way for at least a quarter of a mile. I'm trying to get used to talking in the camera. It's when people are walking past. I mean, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not an embarrassed person, but people tend to look at you. What the hell's that not doing? So here's the fish quay. So Sunderland, live lobsters, prawns. Second left. Aye. Anyway, guys, the port goes all the way up through Hendon and out to obviously the North Sea, but it travels south, if I can say that correctly, through Southwick, under the Queen Alexandra Bridge. I used to work under there back when I was a boy on the milk. But I just want you to see a little bit of my history, you know, where I was brought up, you know, so you can get to know me and know where I come from. But we'll head off now. It's a little bit cold. Near the seagulls in the background there, but we'll crack on and see where we're going to go to next, guys. Heading back to the van now. I'm thinking, you know, today to go and take you up to Pension Monument. It's quite a hike to get up there, to be honest with you. There's I think it's 168 steps. And if I feel fit enough, one day I'll be, me and Sam will take you up there. And once you get at the top, you've got some fantastic views on a clear day. But you see a big ship there docked, and we're heading back to Stella, where it'll be nice and warm. It says 1724. I don't know if you can see. 1724. That plaque right above at the side of the building there. So that tells me that this area here was back, well obviously it was well before 1734. Oh, it's cold. The building, the port of Sunderland, in the 1300s, and I surmise well before then. And it's a beautiful place, and you know, if you think about it, on a thriving hot summer's day to come down here and have a picnic. And then I was just looking there, I don't know if you can see, the river is flown really, really quickly this morning, which is quite strange. But it's sad, like I said earlier on there, it's sad to think that, you know, no more ships here are built, and it's a business place, flats, the local National Glass Centre. We have the university over there, where you can see with the sloping building. That's the university. And if I remember rightly, that used to be, just turn the camera around, that used to be up on Chester Road in Sunderland. I think part of the university, I think this part is a section of the university, a state-of-the-art building. But we'll crack on. Sorry about keep turning the camera around, guys, but we're using the iPhone, and as you know, on the iPhone you can't turn the camera around physically, I should say manually. You've got to obviously turn the camera around by hand. But let's crack on and see how we get on. Hi guys, well it's just gone 12:30. It's time for a cup of coffee, and I was going to go to McDonald's, but I'm watching me old figure at the minute, so got some lost the pot noodles, so we're going to have a couple of packets of them, and let's just make sure we'll get this camera right for you. Gonna have a couple of pots of them and relax for an hour or so. So what I've done is I've boiled the kettle. Well, boiling the kettle, I should say. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee first, and out of the water from the kettle, when I finished me boiling and putting water in my coffee, I want to use the rest of the water to put in the pan and to make some noodles. Because I'm a little bit hungry. Bear with us, guys. I'm just going to get my cup. There we go, nice cup of coffee. Quite hungry actually. We had a cracking night out last night with everyone from work. Had a lovely Christmas, just get the spoon by the way. Had a lovely Christmas dinner. And I think I had around about a few pints. Wasn't that many, because I was mindful that I had lots to do this morning. So, but no, it was nice to get out. Next weekend, I'm actually off Saturday and Sunday. So Sandra wants to go away in the van, so hopefully we'll be doing some adventures. And if you like, guys, you'll be able to join in and come along, why don't you? I actually got 2 beers, John Smith's, in the fridge, but I didn't happen to use them last night, so they'll go back in the house. So we're gonna have use the old tea. Just gonna put a couple of pans in there, a couple of packets in there. Sorry, a couple of pans. I'm actually parked up in Farrington at the moment, right near the old police station, in McDonald's, and I thought, oh, I'll pop in and I'll grab a McDonald's, but then I decided, look, just park, I've got noodles in the van, save the £7 or £8, and we'll be able to save a bit of money in it, you know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until my coffee's done, and these noodles, I'll use the water out them, out the kettle. A lot of people put the sort of powdery curry powder in with the noodles. I don't. I'll wait. It's just about done. Just about done, sorry. Put these in, mix it round, give it a couple of minutes, and Bob's your uncle. So while we're waiting for the kettle to boil, I've got, thanks to you guys, I've got 9 subscribers to our channel now, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. I keep looking over to the left, then I realise my camera lens is to the right. Apologise. But guys, please, I'd love it if you'd be able to share the channel, you know. Like I say, I know we haven't done many adventures, but I didn't know which way to start off our channel, to be honest with you. You know, do you just go 100% right into it, loads of adventures, or do you have you know, get people so people can get to know me? Seem to be stuttering a lot this morning, which is quite concerning. But I'm in Stella, as you know. She's a cracking van, and she never lets me down. It's due for an MOT next month in January, where I'll need the handbrake adjusted, and I'm going to put some new brake pipes on. But underneath the van is solid for its age. It's a 2006 model. And it's, like I say, it's never let me and Sandra down. We've had the van for 4 years now, around 4 years I think, and she's never let us down. In March, April time, Sandra's wanting to go to Germany in the van. So over the next, well, it'll be after Christmas now. After Christmas, we'll be planning a trip to Germany or the Netherlands. We'll be planning either one or the other over the next coming weeks. But you know, it'd be nice just to get away, guys. I have bought some screen covers for the van. I had them on last night, and I am going to do a review with them, and I'll put the link in the description as to where I bought them from. And I paid £69. I'm happy with them, but the trouble is the side windows. Obviously, if you guys have got screen covers, you'll know they've got suction mounts. Where my side windows split in two, I'll show you so you can understand where I'm coming from. Where the window splits in two there, the suction mount, one of them touches the bar here, and the word described is VWLT 35 screen covers. But apart from that, you know, and adjust them a little bit. Apart from that, they work fine. It didn't reduce the condensation that it stated that it would do. And what I always do is I always crack a couple of windows open on a night before we go to sleep in the van. One, so there's a bit of ventilation coming through the van, and two, to reduce the condensation. But with these screen covers, it hasn't done it. So I was going to say whether or not I'm putting them on wrong, but I think there's only one way you can put them on. But hey ho, it is what it is, and it, you know. But we're just waiting for the kettle boiling, guys, and we'll be back soon. Take care.